Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today about something that broke your heart. Someone who talked about forever with you suddenly walked away. You've been confused, hurt, and wondering what went wrong. The pain of rejection has been eating at you, making you question your worth. But what Archangel Michael needs to reveal will change everything you thought you knew about this situation. This person's friends told them something about you that made them pull back completely. They felt relieved, even grateful, thinking they escaped something dangerous or wrong. They said to themselves, "Thank God I'm safe," and walked away feeling like they dodged a problem. The humiliation you felt when they suddenly changed has been overwhelming. Those sleepless nights replaying every conversation, every moment, trying to understand what happened. Archangel Michael sees your pain. But here's what you don't know yet. This rejection wasn't what it seemed. The divine realm orchestrated this entire situation to protect you from something far worse than heartbreak. The fact that you're hearing this message right now is no accident. Archangel Michael has been trying to reach you, and today, you'll finally understand why this painful ending was actually a divine rescue. Archangel Michael reveals the shocking truth that will transform how you see this entire situation. Yes, their friends warned them about you. Yes, they listened and decided to walk away. Yes, they felt relief thinking they were escaping something harmful. But what Archangel Michael sees from the divine perspective is completely different from what everyone involved believed was happening. You were not the danger in this situation. You were the one being protected. This person who seemed so perfect, so right for you, was actually someone who would have slowly destroyed your spirit over time. Behind their charm and promises of forever was someone whose true nature would have emerged only after you were legally and emotionally trapped in marriage. Their friends didn't save them from you. The divine realm used those friends as instruments to save you from a marriage that would have caused years of suffering. What felt like abandonment was actually divine intervention. What looked like rejection was actually redirection toward your true path. The shame you've been carrying doesn't belong to you. Archangel Michael orchestrated this separation because the timing was critical. You needed to be freed before deeper commitment made leaving nearly impossible. That marriage would have looked beautiful on the outside while being toxic on the inside. The divorce that would have eventually come would have been far more painful than this breakup. Your future self is thanking the divine realm right now for this protection, even though your present self is still hurting. Now Archangel Michael wants to open your eyes to the warning signs that were there all along. Think back carefully to your time with this person. There were moments when something felt off, even if you couldn't name it. Times when their mask slipped just slightly and you felt a flutter of unease in your stomach. You dismissed these feelings because you wanted the relationship to work so badly. Remember how they talked about their ex-partners? The pattern was there if you look at it now with clear eyes. Everyone else was always the problem, never them. They painted themselves as the victim in every past relationship. This revealed something important about how they handle conflict and responsibility. Pay attention to how they reacted when small things didn't go their way. Those moments of disproportionate anger or cold withdrawal over minor issues were previews of what would have become your daily reality. The way they spoke to service workers when they thought you weren't paying attention showed their true character. How they treated people they considered beneath them revealed who they really were. You felt drained after spending time with them, even during supposedly happy moments. This energy drain happened because they were slowly pulling your life force, your joy, your authentic self away piece by piece. Your friends or family had quiet reservations they struggled to express. They saw something you couldn't see because you were too emotionally invested. The control that seemed like caring, checking on you constantly, wanting to know everything, making decisions for you under the guise of protection. These were red flags disguised as devotion. You had to change parts of yourself to keep their approval. The real you wasn't quite good enough, so you started becoming smaller, quieter, different. Archangel Michael was sending warnings through your intuition, through your dreams, through that persistent feeling that something about forever with this person felt forced rather than natural. Your angels were working overtime trying to wake you up before commitment, trapped you in a situation that would have required years of therapy and healing to escape. Now Archangel Michael reveals exactly how the divine realm orchestrated your protection. A team of angels has been working behind the scenes on your behalf, carefully arranging circumstances to separate you from this person before deeper commitment occurred. The timing of this intervention was critical and precisely calculated. Those friends who warned your former partner, they were spiritually guided to speak up at exactly the right moment. The concerns they raised, the stories they told, the doubts they planted, these came from divine inspiration, even though they didn't realize it. The universe was using their perspective and their voices to create the exit you couldn't create for yourself. Here's why you couldn't see clearly. When you're emotionally invested in someone, your vision becomes clouded by hope, attachment, and the version of the future you've imagined together. You overlook red flags, excuse bad behavior, and convince yourself that problems are temporary or fixable. The divine realm understood that you needed external intervention because your heart wouldn't let you walk away on its own. There's a powerful spiritual law at work here. The law that removes people from your path who aren't aligned with your highest destiny. When someone's presence in your life would prevent you from reaching your true purpose, the universe finds a way to separate you, even if that separation is painful in the moment. Archangel Michael wants you to understand what you were actually saved from. After marriage, this person's true nature would have fully emerged. The emotional manipulation that was subtle during dating would have become overt and constant. You would have found yourself walking on eggshells, trying to avoid triggering their anger or withdrawal. Your dreams and goals would have been slowly sacrificed to keep peace or meet their demands. Financial control would have trapped you further. Your connections with friends and family would have eroded until you felt completely isolated. The person you are now, your spirit, your light, your authentic self, would have been buried under years of criticism, control, and emotional abuse. Think about the children you might have had together. They would have grown up watching an unhealthy relationship model, carrying those wounds into their own adult lives. The divorce that would have eventually become necessary would have been exponentially more painful, complicated, and costly than this current heartbreak. The authentic love that's waiting for you couldn't arrive while this wrong person occupied that space in your life. Archangel Michael's perfect timing in removing this obstacle has cleared the path for what's truly meant for you. This is why divine protection sometimes feels like divine punishment at first. We can't see the larger picture that the angels see so clearly. While you've been focused on the pain of rejection, Archangel Michael wants you to see what this person actually lost by walking away from you. They rejected genuine love and loyalty. They turned away from someone who would have loved them authentically and stood by them through real challenges. Your capacity for deep connection, your kindness, your authentic spirit. These are rare gifts they'll spend years trying to find in someone else. The blessings that follow you, the favor that surrounds your life, the divine protection that covers you, none of this will be part of their experience now. They've removed themselves from the path of your upcoming success and breakthrough. When your life transforms in the ways Archangel Michael has already planned, they'll be nowhere near to witness or share in it. Their life will continue unfolding, but without the positive influence you would have brought. The regret will surface eventually, perhaps months or years from now, when they realize what they actually walked away from. They'll compare future partners to you, finding them lacking in the authentic qualities you possessed. But by that time, you'll be so far beyond them in your growth and happiness that their regret won't matter to you at all. Meanwhile, you're going through a transformation they'll never witness. Every tear you've cried has been watering the seeds of your personal growth. The pain you're feeling now is breaking you open to deeper self-love and stronger boundaries. Your ability to recognize authentic people versus manipulative ones has been sharpened. The universe is preparing something far better for you, a love that won't require you to shrink yourself, a partner who celebrates rather than controls you, a relationship that energizes rather than drains you. You're being upgraded to a higher level of love, and this rejection was necessary to redirect you toward it. Everything had to happen exactly this way. The gratitude you'll eventually feel for this painful ending will surprise you. You're not losing anything real. You're being freed to receive everything that's authentically yours. Archangel Michael now surrounds you with his healing blue light to mend your wounded heart. This light is flowing through every part of you that feels broken, rejected, or ashamed. First, you need to release the shame and embarrassment you've been carrying. The rejection doesn't define your worth or reveal anything negative about who you are as a person. Understanding that rejection doesn't equal unworthiness is essential to your healing. Stop replaying what you could have done differently. This outcome was divinely orchestrated regardless of your actions. You need to forgive yourself for not seeing the truth sooner. You were exactly where you needed to be in your awareness at that time. Let go of the fantasy version of who you thought this person was. Grieve the loss of that fantasy because that's what you're actually mourning. Not the real person, but the version you imagined. Accept the reality of who they actually are, flaws and all. This acceptance is what sets you free. Archangel Michael offers you this prayer for release. Archangel Michael, I release this person and this situation completely from my energy. I cut all emotional cords connecting me to them. I reclaim my power, my peace, and my future. Thank you for protecting me and guiding me toward my true path. Daily visualization practice. Close your eyes and imagine any remaining emotional cords between you and this person. See Archangel Michael using his sword of light to cut these cords completely. Watch as they dissolve into blue light. Feel the immediate relief this brings. Rebuild your self-esteem through daily affirmations. I am worthy of authentic love. I am protected by divine forces. This rejection redirected me toward my true purpose. Reconnect with dreams you set aside during this relationship. Reach out to friends or family you may have neglected. Create new routines that center your well-being. Morning walks, journaling, meditation, or creative projects. These aren't distractions from healing. They're active components of it. You'll know you're genuinely healing when you can think about this person without intense emotional charge, when you feel excited about your future rather than stuck in your past. Forgiveness benefits you more than them. It's not about excusing their behavior or maintaining the relationship. It's about releasing the energetic weight you've been carrying. Trust divine timing for your next chapter. Archangel Michael reveals that your actual soulmate is being prepared right now. This person is also going through their own journey, learning their own lessons, becoming ready to meet you. The timing of your meeting will be divinely orchestrated with precision and perfection. You'll recognize authentic love because you now understand what counterfeit love looks like. Your true partner will have the qualities this person lacked: genuine respect, emotional availability, consistent actions that match their words, and a desire to see you flourish rather than control you. The relationship will feel peaceful rather than chaotic. You won't have to force conversations, chase affection, or convince them of your worth. Real love won't require you to become smaller or different. You'll feel energized rather than drained after spending time together. This painful experience was necessary preparation for the depth of love you're about to receive. Your past heartbreak will make future love more precious and appreciated. Watch for signs that your soulmate is approaching, unexpected opportunities, new social connections, and a growing sense of peace and readiness within yourself. The synchronicities marking their arrival will be unmistakable. You're being prepared, and so are they. Everything is aligning perfectly. Archangel Michael stands with you in this moment of transformation. His sword of truth has cut away what wasn't meant for you. His shield of protection surrounds your heart as it heals. The divine protection you're experiencing is permanent, not temporary. Trust that this painful rejection was actually divine direction toward your true path. Begin the healing practices today. The prayers, the visualizations, the self-care routines. Your future is brighter than you can currently imagine from this place of hurt. The person truly meant for you is worth this wait and this healing process. Show your appreciation for this divine intervention and continued guidance by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens your connection to angelic protection and opens channels for continued divine guidance. In your love life, your breakthrough is closer than you think. Trust Archangel Michael's timing and protection. The best chapter of your love life is about to begin, and this painful ending was actually your beautiful new beginning.